Bienvenidos chicos to Puerto Inirida. Puerto Inirida. I'm here with Fernanda and we are about to go on an adventure into the Cerros de Mavecure. But every adventure must start somewhere, and here we're starting at this port. It's a port town in the south of Colombia, right on this river, and everything runs through this river. So pretty soon we're going to be going over on a 3-hour boat ride. One thing about this port is that it's known for its beautiful murals, and also some of the contraband that comes in through Venezuela. So if you follow this river all the way to the east, you will come across Venezuela, and there are lots of people that bring contraband across the border. But for now, let's go meet up with the rest of our group. Here we go. Look at this guy. So one thing about this place is that it is hot and humid. I'm already sweating. But what better way to start a journey than a cold aguila. Salud. So we're going in one of these boats. We are underway, and we've only been on the boat for about 4 minutes, but already it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere on the river. And it's absolutely gorgeous here. And the breeze feels amazing. It's really, really hot. We already started drinking on the boat. This river has some of the pink Amazon dolphins. I would love to see one. I have no idea how common it is to see them, but that's one thing I'm really hoping for. Gracias. Salud.
Salud.
We're finally arriving, and look at the view. It's amazing.
El perrito, mira el perrito, ahí viene saludando. Bienvenidos.
Sí. Hola. Guys, this place is amazing. We're in the middle of absolutely nowhere, surrounded by these huge rock formations on every single side. And so now we've arrived in an indigenous village, and so this place is so protected that they just have a few spots open for tourists, and we really didn't see anybody on the trip over here. No houses, no little pueblos.
Sí, está hermosa esta cabaña.
Gracias. Sí. So, we've got our raincoats on because it was just raining. But guys, look at this. Every one of those lines that you see is like a stream of water coming down the mountain. So if you see, there's a little cutout that almost looks man-made. And the legend is that there was a princess that lived on the Cerro. So our tour guide was just talking to us about how drastically life changed when ecotourism and also religion, Christianity and Catholicism arrived here. So originally they really didn't want any of the tourists to come. Like he was saying, it happened so fast that now they've become accustomed to it. But before that, Catholicism came, and they were very cruel and aggressive, pushing their religion on the indigenous people here. In Colombia, there are Christians and there are Catholics. But the Christians came, and apparently they were much nicer. They built a school. They taught them how to read and write. And for that reason, a lot of the indigenous people in this area have converted to Christianity. Also, he was telling us that before the outsiders arrived, the tribes here were very territorial, and they did not interact with each other very much at all. They were nomadic, and if they came across another tribe, they would try and fight them and eliminate them. And what's more is that beforehand, these tribes were cannibalistic. So if they killed somebody, they would eat them. Now we're continuing the trek through the jungle. I heard him say that you have to be very careful about what you touch, but I didn't hear him say what we're supposed to be looking out for, so hopefully I don't get bit by a snake or something like that. So we've decided to camp out here on the top of the rock, which I'm not sure is a good idea because there's lightning everywhere.
Wow.
Getting ready to go to climb one of the cerros. The reason we have to wake up so early is because apparently the sun gets really strong later in the day. So we have to start at 4:30. Right now it's like 4:15. We're gonna go grab a coffee and then we're gonna climb.
So it's about 5 a.m. and we're on our way to the first hike of the day. I'm pretty sure we're going to climb this mountain here. But the sun is just rising and I can't overstate how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. Okay, we've arrived at the rock. Hola. But look at this. How beautiful is that, guys? Oh my god. So we've been hiking for 10 minutes and already the view is crazy. They've got this rope that goes straight up to the top, but we just haven't stopped. We're just going straight up. Oh my god, guys. Thing is, we have some stragglers in our group and I'm in pretty good shape. That was fucking hard. Whew. And we're not even halfway there. But Fernanda's already at the top. Wow. You see, we're in the jungle and everything is completely flat everywhere except for the cerros. We're just going straight up and all the ladders are just made from wood, from branches strapped together. But this is pure jungle. Think about every jungle movie you've ever seen. It's like we're in Jumanji or fucking Indiana Jones. Also, I'm pretty sure we saw a bullet ant. The guy that was pointing it out to us on the way up, so I definitely don't want to get stung by that thing. Okay guys, watch this. This is what I was talking about. Look at this, everything's handmade. This place has been open to tourism for 10 years. Before that, there were no outside visitors. Which means that a lot of the infrastructure is still relatively fresh. Wow, look at this, guys. Beautiful. And over there, there's a little pueblo of one of the indigenous communities. And there's a cell tower because, believe it or not, we actually have cell service here. It just gets better and better. More of these ladders. This one's bigger than the other ones. So we're just about at the top. We're taking some aesthetic photos.
Okay.
But look at the view. Oh my god, guys. You can see the purple in the trees in the jungle. ¿Cómo te sientes en ese momento?
So tired, but I'm so... estoy súper contenta porque es maravillosa la vista.
Sí,
Increíble.
increíble. Y que vamos un poquito más y ya hay una vista de 360 grados.
Ay, maravilloso.
Wow. Okay, guys. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We got a drone flying around. Somebody beat us to the top. But just over this hill, we should reach the very top of the mountain. Wow. Incredible. Can you believe this, guys? This is one of the best views I've seen. Honestly, the pictures of this place don't really do it justice. So we brought with us some bocadillo, which is a very traditional snack in Colombia. It's kind of like a guava, like dried fruit bar, almost. It's good. Drone is still going. It's a once-in-a-lifetime view. It's amazing. So we've been here for about an hour on the peak, and now we're gonna head down to get some breakfast. But this was, I mean, guys, this really is one of the most incredible views I've ever seen in my life. Me and Fernanda, we ran ahead of the group so we can chill when we get back. But look, these are like my favorite plants that close. And now we're going to go get the boats and then going to go back and eat breakfast. And we got up at, oh my god, son las 8 en la mañana. It feels like it's probably 2 o'clock. But
midday, right?
sí. But we woke up at 4 a.m. and so it feels like we've had a full day already. But it's only 8 a.m. That's crazy.
But I like it. The perception.
Yeah. Y no tengo tanto sueño.
No, neither.
¿Tú?
No, tampoco.
We still have a lot more days, so like we're just starting the adventure. And already it's worth every single penny just for this hike and, you know, the things that we did last night.
Entonces es un jugo tropical que nosotros, una bebida que es saludable para
hidratar.
Sí, para hidratar, para todo, vea. Es como la leche. Vea.
¿Tú vas a tomar?
Podemos
pues está sin
compartir.
azúcar.
Eso es.
Perfecto.
¿Qué quieres? Sí, sabe como rico.
Let's try the indigenous.
Sabe cómo hacer.
Sabe como aceite.
Me gusta, sí.
Yeah, me
Muy-
too.
It's not sweet at all, but it's kind of like
No, sí.
an acai with a very subtle flavor. But it's from the same family, from a palm. Berries from a palm. But it has almost no flavor whatsoever.
Y cambias ahí lo
But
que
it's
la
good.
maraca es
Very
como
refreshing.
redondito, ¿cierto? La pepa no es así, más chiquito y
Let's get a little
redondito.
bit more.
Esta es la manaca brasilera.
¿Y qué, en licuadora?
Sí, ellos lo machucan. Lo machucan,
¿Cómo?
después
Se llama
machucan
ese,
bien las
ceja.
pepas, después echan agua y
Ceja.
ya.
Ceja. Fruta
Sí,
ceja.
la revolvieron
Jugo
bien y ya
de
sale.
ceja.
Subir en la mañana. Y ahorita.
So, we took a nap, had some lunch, had a few beers, and now we're off of the main river into one of the tributaries, looking for a spot to go swimming. Apparently, around here there's a red river, and it's absolutely beautiful, like everything else here. So, we've just arrived at this beautiful white beach, And look at the water. Are those fish?
No.
I don't know if those are fish or leaves, but I see something in there. I don't know how I feel about swimming in the water like this, but I'm gonna do it, obviously. But what a beautiful, secluded beach. With nobody for miles, except for us. Look how brown and red it is. So on the boat, on the way here, I saw something really big in the water, and our guide said it was a dolphin, which is one of the pink dolphins. I think the same kind that lives in the Amazon. Okay, but time to put the camera away, swim around a little bit, and finish the beer. Of course, the only beer they have here is Aguila.
Don't you want to come here?
Sí, ahorita voy.
Oh my god.
Alright, time to go swim. We've got our paddles. Valentina, you're the captain.
Pero venga, ¿para dónde vamos?
Mira, hay un delfín.
¿Dónde? ¿Dónde?
Por allá, un delfín.
No te creo.
Lo vi.
Saltar.
Mira dónde está la casita. Es
¿Cuál casita?
en la distancia.
Ah.
So just a few moments ago, I saw a dolphin, maybe about 100 feet from us. But we're going in the other direction right now. Just another day in the selva. So we finally made it back, and you might be able to see this is the Cerro that we actually climbed this morning. So all the view and everything was all from there. So now we're gonna grab our stuff and walk back over to the campground.
Espera, vamos a regresar, vamos a
Ay,
regresar.
no. Vamos.
Vamos a regresar.
Ay. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Abejas? Ay, no.
Que ellos lo muerden duro.
So we were on our way to go see where they process the yuca that they grow here. There's a whole process to cultivate it and basically process it into the types of foods that they eat, that they make with it. But as you can see, the path is overgrown and we ran into a bunch of bees. Personally, I'm fine without seeing the yuca. ¿Y dónde está el hospital más cerca?
A 2 horas. 2 horas y media.
2 horas en lancha. No one wants to go in because of the bees. But here we go. Into the jungle. We've arrived at the indigenous Yuka Farm. So all of these are the yuca plants. And here you can also see the burned tree trunks, which is how they clear the forest in order to clear space to grow the yuca. And our guide yesterday was telling us that they basically move from place to place, clear the forest, grow the yuca, and then they allow the forest to return to that area and they move on to another one. So it's a practice of regenerative agriculture. So they called this yuca the yuca brava, which brava kind of means angry in Colombian Spanish, because there's also a sweet yuca which is more commonly grown. ¿Esos son papas?
Pero,
Batata, nosotros lo llamamos
Esa,
batata.
esa es la papa de acá.
Ah, ok.
Y
pero se
nosotros-
supone que la comimos en la sopa.
sí,
en los
ese
caldos. Ay, pero
en
muy
los
rica.
caldos uno puede echar también esto.
So we've been eating soups in the community.
Esa es la papa que comimos.
Potato in them.
Esa es la mata.
So they're saying that this is the potato that we've been eating. Sorry guys, I just like mushrooms. So they have a spring there, which is part of what brings water. Ah, fuck. I'm getting stung. To all of these plants.
Uno puede sacar también el palo así, mire. Depende de lo que uno quiere arrancar. Usted tiene que bajar primero también este, como sacar las hojas primero y luego cortarla así.
Y eso es semilla, ¿no?
Sí, esa es semilla.
Eso mismo lo siembran.
¿Grabaste?
Ah, sí.
De ahí uno puede hacer amontonando, esta es la yuca, para echar en un catumare.
En el costal.
Y después uno lo corta así
Y siembran de una
y lo hace un huequito. Mire. Y uno lo siembra así para resembrar el palo.
Ah, creyó que está diciendo mentira.
Mire,
No.
es un
Cuando yo hice esto ahorita,
largo
nosotros
también.
pensamos que iba a hacer solo para...
Nosotros siempre lo pelamos. Así, mire, para poder...
Pero esa yuca brava.
Es la yuca brava, para poder
Y se pela súper fácil.
rayar. Mire, cuando uno está raspando así, uno va echando en un plato, en el agua, para poder lavar así. Si uno saca un montón de un rallador que es de madera, después de lavar eso, uno tiene que agarrar así, para poder rayar en la mano. Y ese demora mucho, como 2 horas, 3 horas.
Sí.
Ese es el proceso de la yuca brava.
Por eso dijo que le
So I think now they're making like a basket from the palm fronds.
Ay, qué lindo, me encanta. Ay, cuídate.
Ajá, así. Y con este,
Así mejor.
no, así no.
No, there.
Cuando uno
Cálmate.
carga así, uno tiene que cerrar con este y cerrar.
Wow, me encanta.
Y de ahí colocamos este.
Pues ya sabemos cómo hacer esto.
Mire.
Wow, ay, divino,
Ah,
un
sí.
bolso.
¿Quién va a intentar primero?
Ay, qué linda la frente, ¿no?
Sí, en la frente, aquí mire.
Oh, en la frente. Ah,
Camina hacia allá.
¿me ayuda?
Pero colóquenlo, por favor.
Oye, felicitaciones, Rebeca. Ese es el tour. Por
I'm already
poquito y
a
me lo
Yuka
pierdo.
farmer.
Tenía que decir que era.
Guys, look at this view. Look what I got. I'm on the watch for jaguars. One of our guides was saying the other day that they have seen a jaguar here, but he was a younger guy. I don't know if he was being serious or not, but I am ready. I would love a jaguar to try and attack us so I could defend. The other night, our guide was also saying that in addition to yuca, they also cultivate something else here in these areas. Coca. He said that some of the narcos use this jungle where there's absolutely nobody to grow their coca, their cocaine. And in the times of Pablo Escobar, they constructed an airport where they had 20 to 30 flights per day, with flights leaving, bringing the cocaine, and flights coming back, bringing cash, American dollars. It makes you wonder even though the cocaine industry is not the same as in the time of Pablo Escobar, it's still alive and well in Colombia. And in an area like this, with almost no people around to bother, I wouldn't be surprised if there was still some of that going on. So we're just arriving now to the place that we're gonna stay tonight. But right on this side of the river is Venezuela. So here's the Colombian side of the border. And I just saw in one of those houses, they had rows and rows of gasoline cans. So I would suspect that some of the citizens of Venezuela will cross the border with the gasoline, sell them there, and then from there they'll sell them to the rest of Colombia. Buenos dias, chicos. So, if you're curious, this is where we slept last night. All 7 of us in the group. But to be honest, no one actually slept because there were rats everywhere. Literally everywhere. I was sleeping with my head right here, and the rats discovered some food that we had, and they were munching on them right here. And at first we couldn't even see them. We could just hear them like scurrying around, but they were big. And so eventually we finally got the light on one of them, and it was actually pretty cute. But it's very hard to sleep when you know there are rats scurrying around everywhere. They would jump down here and then climb up the beams, and then you can see there's a little hole right there that they went through. But yeah, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Right across the river, you should be able to see the border with Venezuela. Just through there. But with all the rats and mosquitoes here, I kind of like the other place a little bit better. Man, it was just really hard to sleep. And the mosquitoes here are absolutely horrible compared to the last place. You need to be reapplying repellent 24/7. But I mean, look, it is quite pretty. Okay. We're all suited up, and now we're going to go climb a tree. So we're gonna go 18 meters up. It's not that easy, but no, habla. ¿Cómo te fue subiendo?
Bien, un poco difícil,
Sí.
cansado, pero con toda la actitud.
La coordinación y la mente.
Y la mente.
Concentrarte en hacer los pasos como son y no de pronto.
Sí,
Si haces
sí.
uno
Bueno,
en
igual
el orden que no es,
No.
no avanzas.
This bee is still coming with me. Look at how far we are from the ground. Wow, guys, the view is amazing, but there's so many bugs buzzing around my head. It's hard to focus on anything else, honestly. Okay, this one is a little bit longer. We'll see if I can show you. Hola.
Oli,
¿Cómo estás?
bien.
Mira la vista tan bonita.
Sí, es lindo. You can see Venezuela.
Sí.
The same bee has decided to follow me. Through this whole fucking course. Go away. Déjame en paz, por favor. Okay, on to the next one. I've decided to name our friend
Dale, ve.
because it's following us ¿Qué dice?
Nada. Que yo a todos mis amigos les digo bebé. Pero bueno, pues.
¿Listo?
Sí, ya.
Okay, I'm going to check.
Ahí lo sigue la
Sí, está
Confiante.
enamorada.
Sí, es mi amiga. Mi novia. Mi novia colombiana.
Your toxic girlfriend.
My girlfriend won't leave me alone. She's following me to make sure I don't talk to other girls. I'm going to name her. Oh, that's a good question. Catalina. This is Catalina. Hola, Catalina. Dice hola a nuestros amigos. This bee really has followed me this whole time. Okay, the last one. Into the shade. I just hope it doesn't bite me and I drop the camera. Catalina, behave. And we made it. That one was much easier than the last one, even with Catalina buzzing around us.
What's your girlfriend?
Catalina. Se llama Catalina.
Catalina de
Ah,
toxic.
aquí está. Porque llegaste tú.
Sí, claro.
Está como.
Aquí va.
¿Quién es?
No.
La
What are you
Catalina
doing here?
solo es una amiga. Tranquila, Catalina.
Sí, tranquila.
Es una amiga, te lo juro.
¿Listo?
Cuidado.
Chao.
Chao.
Ay, Dios.